because you mentioned Deebo, let's start there. I mean, what is the latest with him?
The latest with Deebo Samuel is that he wants to get paid, but all of the power is in the hands of the San Francisco 49ers. And if you look at the history with how they've done business, they don't give contract extensions to those players currently on their rookie deals until training camp. They did it with George Kittle. They did it with Fred Warner. So historically, there's been a trend of when they decide to pay some of their own homegrown talents. And I think Deebo Samuel's going to get paid. I think Nick Bosa's going to get paid. But I think Deebo Samuel is frustrated right now because the wide receiver market is exploding. And he's seeing all of these other wide receivers land monster contracts. Devontae Adams, after he got traded to the Raiders, had at that time signed a record-breaking contract, and Tyreek Hill was able to overtake him. He's making the most money per year of any wide receiver in the history of the league, average annual value of $30 million. Stephon Diggs wanted to get paid by Buffalo. He did. He's now making $20 million. And I think Deebo looks at those wide receivers and he's like, okay, they're great. I'm great too. I can make the argument personally, that Deebo Samuel was the most valuable offensive player outside of quarterbacks this past year. And he probably looks at those other guys getting paid and he's like, they're not doing what I'm doing. They're not inventing a new position in wide back. They're not contributing as a running back, as a wide receiver, outside in the slot, picking up yards after the catch. And when you need me to return kicks, I can do that too. So Deebo Samuel, understandably so, is frustrated because he's trying to lock down a contract worth in the neighborhood of, I think, $25+ million. And I think at some point he's going to get paid because the Niners understand fully his value to the offense. He just has to be a little bit patient. I also think that there are some injury concerns with Deebo. He's never played a full season in his first 3 years since getting drafted in the second round out of South Carolina. So when you're making a big investment, of course, you have to go through and have all of these conversations.